Hello, welcome to another What If. I just got this brilliant idea. This is a new What If, and I'm going to keep it under an hour, most likely 30 to 40 minutes. Because I'm dumb. I figured out why people don't watch that much. Because I have hour-long videos. And people don't have that much time to waste like I do. So, yeah. But, as you can see, this is from Google. So, yeah, whatever. I did not make this. I am not even, I can barely draw a stick figure well. Yeah, so I ain't gonna be able to do that. But, I not gonna do like a traditional. He's Michael Afton from FNAF. It's to where he has the powers of Michael Afton for say. So yeah. And basically I'll just tell you how it works from the beginning so I don't make up random shit on the way. Because I'm bound to do that at least once or twice, so I'm not doing it 30 times so you get confused. So that's why I'm doing this now. His power is basically not that he just turns into a walking corpse, of course not. Something's gonna happen along the way and he's gonna find out what his real power is. And that's it, pretty much. He's immortal. That's it. I don't have much. There's not really anything. Besides that, I'll explain on the way actually, because this was one of the stories that's good for making up, because I can't make up random batshit crazy things. Yes. But, let's stop prolonging this. He starts off, well, when he's born, he's fairly normal. Except for one thing, he has, what color eyes do you? It doesn't fucking matter. Never mind. Just say he has whatever colored eyes you wanted. Have green eyes like regular. But, his hair is the difference. His hair is purple, like in the picture you see. Because I don't want you to confuse it with Shinso purple. Yeah, no, it's that purple. So, the doctors thought it was a little weird, but they didn't pay any mind to it. Because stuff like that happened a lot. Because mutation quirks and the transformations and some emitters had a slight hint of mutation in it. And whatever. Oh, there. But yeah. So, they didn't pay any mind to it. No, I ain't gonna go through his whole little time as a little person so I can finally get to what's special when he's 4 years old. He goes to the quirk doctor and it's found that he will get a quirk. They just don't know when. And that he's not quirkless. So, yeah, Izuku is happy because he still wants to be a hero. He's not going to be as cheerful as the original one. He's going to be a little more mellowed out, so he's going to be happy. He's not going to be like he's on snorting crack. Oh, goddamn notifications. Sorry about that. Skip, 1 second, I'm gonna make a decision. Okay, I have decided I am not going to make this a ship thing. There's gonna be no ships in this one. So, yay. But, is, one day, let's just say, well, he is one day while he's playing with the other kids and stuff. Oh, wait, no. Actually, skip into the future. Pretty much a few days before the end of the school year, everyone just thinks he's quirkless, even though he's really not. And something very, something else when he walks. So this is, actually, this is the day when he signed up for the entrance exam and everything, right? For UA. Teacher does the, actually, let me go through it. This is like a couple months before the end of the school year or something like that. And there and the teacher comes in, gonna fill out these forms, have you fill out these forms to see where you're going to want to go, where you want to go. So what you want to be in the future. Then he throws the papers in the air and says, "Who am I kidding? I know all of you want to be heroes." And they all start using their quirks. And then he says, no, calm down. You know, you're not supposed to use your quirks in school. But I'll let it slide this time. And everyone just simmers down, and then Bakugo gives this famous asshole speech saying, "I'm better than all of you, blah, 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 blah." I'm not going to recite his speech because I don't remember it. Or care to. But, and everything happened. Izuku, Bakugo told Izuku to take a swan dive off the roof and pray he has a quirk in his next life like original and everything like that. Izuku did not do this, but walking under the underpass when he meets the sludge monster. The sludge monster engulfs him and just starts slithering down his throat. Izuku was powerless to fight it, and eventually he suffocated, but he didn't die. The sludge villain was all the way inside. Well, at least he didn't think he was dead. But sludge villain was all the way inside him, hiding inside his body. Instead of being able to take control, something weird. It was weird. It was like the kid was still alive. And then all of a sudden, All Might appeared, saying, "Don't worry, I am here." And then All Might said, "Where's the villain?" And Izuku said, "I think he's inside of me." All Might says, what do you mean?" And Izuku said, "I think he's inside my body." And a couple of seconds later, his skin started rotting. And he turned purple. And this freaked the hell out of All Might. All Might says, "What's happening to you?" And Izuku says, "What do you mean?" So you're purple. Izuku says, "What? You sound crazy." But I need help getting this damn thing out of me. And All Might says, "Well, I don't know what to do." And Izuku said, "Oh, I know. I'll try to throw it up." He tries and succeeds, throwing up the damn thing. It left with some of his organs. Not all of them. Or not some of his organs, but it left his body and moved shit around in his body. He's like, "Ooh, that feels weird." The villain was captured, and Izuku was starting to walk home, and when all of a sudden, boom, after All Might jumped off with the sludge villain, of course, what happens? He didn't tie it securely enough. Izuku wasn't having any doubts. He didn't care if he was quote-unquote corpus. He was going to become a hero, no matter what anyone said, even its hero. But, besides that note, Bakugo Izuku ran to the explosion site where he was hearing explosions from, and it was Bakugo. The person who told him to kill himself earlier. Yeah, go figure. And Izuku, without a thought in mind, ran straight there. And And everyone was too afraid to touch him. He walked straight towards the sludge villain. The villain says, "What the hell are you? How are you still alive?" And you should be dead. I cut off all your oxygen supply. You should be dead by now. Izuku says, "Well, too bad for you, I'm not." And then the sludge villain drops Bakugo and says, "I'll just have to try again." Because, of course, if you couldn't suffocate him the first time, going all the way inside his body, of course you have to try a second time. It's a stupid villain. And Izuku says, after it gets in, "Oh, that works. I guess that was easy." And then, everyone was freaking the fuck out. Because what the hell? Yeah, the slime villain just crawled inside your body, and you're not dead because it was suffocating the room before. And Izuku just said, "Next time, Bakugo, be careful." Bakugo says, "I didn't need your help, you freak." And All Might, seeing all the commotion, says, "There's no need to fear, because I am here." Appears. It says, "Young man, thank you for helping. But next time, leave it to the pro heroes." Izuku said, "What? Leave what to the pro heroes? Sitting around and doing nothing. They all just watched while he was suffocating. And all I had to do was stand there and right in front of the damn thing and talk. And I captured it. It was really that fucking easy." And they sat around watching the kids suffocate. And someone screamed out, "Well, not all of us can do that without dying of suffocation, jackass." And Izuku just ignored it and started walking off into a dark alleyway to go back home. And All Might, of course, followed him. Yay. And offered his powers and things. And Suku said, "Sure, I accept." And then the next day he goes to train with All Might in Dagobah Beach, lifting things. Around. And he was incredibly strong for how weak he looked. and and he managed to clean the thing, and there's a 6 months training period, right? So screw it. Let's just round it to 10. There's 10 full months, and he in 4 months finished it. And All Might did this famous thing and said, plucked out a hair and said, "Eat this." And Izuku said, "What the hell?" And All Might then explained. And then Izuku said, "Oh, well, that sucks." All Might says, "Why?" Izuku said, "I can't eat anymore. I have no more stomach, or any organs for that matter." Well, besides my skin, of course. And All Might seemed to just freaked out at this. How are you standing?" Izuku said, "Well, I don't know. But I guess it's my quirk. I guess you'll have to find someone else for yours, though, since I physically can't take it." And wait, and he goes and ends up getting Mirio, whatever his name is, the one who can phase through shit, gets the quirk because Izuku doesn't need it with what he is. And Izuku said, "Well, have good luck finding a successor," because he doesn't know All Might already has one other than him. That was a backup or whatever. But Izuku went home, and then all of a sudden he he realized that he was having a hard time walking. He checked, and one of his bones were starting to break or crack. So he decided to do something odd. He created a animatronic, and yes, it's gonna be basically entered from yeah, just basically entered from Five Nights at Freddy's, except for there is no programming error. He's not gonna go kill him or anything like that. It just, and he made it, and he programmed it to take out the rest of his skeletal system, and basically it would basically replace it. And for when it was out of his body, so he could make it, he had it so once it got inside, it had a secondary endoskeleton on the outside of it. So when it hooked into his body, it could hold up his body, and he could control it. So now, and he could so yeah. And which was weird. And he had a mask for himself and one for the robot. So yeah, he was. So basically now he's Michael Afton. Yay! Finally got to that part. But a few months, he keeps on making little improvements here and there on it, and he also tries and sees if he could cover what he can use to reverse the effects of his quirk to make it so he's not rotting away. But all he could manage to do was stop himself from rotting further by whatever the hell. Actually, no, let's just say his quirk allowed only let him rot so far. That's it. He didn't have to make anything for that. And so, yeah, this one's going to be a little longer. But he's going to, after the few months of doing all the crap, the training, because he had to train and walk with his new goddamn skeleton, pretty much. He was basically a skin suit for Ennard, which it's a good thing he made Ennard so good, because he doesn't look like a baggy thing. It looks like he's a normal person, pretty much, except for him, on account of him being purple and having no eyes. So, and you're wondering, how does he see with no eyes? It's just how his quirk works. And his quirk worked to where he was able to have the robot hook up to his eye sockets to be able to work like his eyes when he's using them. And of course, you can have Ennard take over. But yeah. So I will now skip to when he's doing the entrance exams. He gets to the entrance exams and he did the test. He got pretty much everything. He got, let's just say he got 100%. If he was able to make a robot that was able to not make his skin look disformed or anything, and able to hook up to himself, so he could use it like a skeleton. And then even if it needed to be taken out to be fixed, be able to do that. Well, then he for sure as well could pass the stupid ass test. 100%. Okay, enough reasonings, and let's go to this thing where we meet the stupid blue-haired boy. He walks into the exam, sits down with a mask on. And let me look through, goddamn, these stupid pictures. Where is it? Damn, none of these ones have a picture of, this is how you can see it's from Google. Let me pause this for a sec. I'll find the mask. Okay, I found a mat. He wears this mask. Let's just say that. Oh wait, no. There was a better one down here. Right here. See how that one looks where I can emote? He makes that mask that like an animatronic head like thing that can move while he's talking, so blah blah. So yeah, it works. Basically one part connects to his jaw so it moves up and down while he's speaking. So yeah, sorry for taking on that. Okay, but he sits down wearing this, mind you. He was wearing this all the time. When he goes out, he wears this. And he wears gloves and a long sleeve shirt with a collar so people don't see his neck. Basically make sure you can't see his skin because it's rotted and it would look disgusting. But President Mike starts explaining the test about the 1-pointer, 2-pointers, 3-pointers, and 4-pointers. It was just 1, 2, 3 pointers. And we were just about to get to the other part, and then some blue-haired idiot stands up and says, if UA forgot this, I'd be very disappointed if UA forgot to give out important information. Right here it says there's a 4th robot. That we should know about. And you over there. If you can't take this test seriously enough day you put on a stupid mask. Or, wait, no, he says, if you really don't, oh no, he says, sorry, I'm starting this over and over again. He says, if you're just gonna wear a mask and parade around like an idiot, you shouldn't even be here. Pointing at Izuku. And Izuku just takes off the mask. Because it's one where you can take it off by undoing the strap things from the back, but it still connects so he can talk and look like it's talking. And just he shows his face, which, like, let me get the picture back for a second. Okay, his face looks like that, except for a little bit more disgusting. And he says, first, I'm pretty sure that person up there was just about to get to that part of to explaining that robot, talking about the 0 pointer thingy, whatever. And second of all, mind your business. It's not your place to poke around in other people's lives. Especially when you don't know a thing about them. Everyone's horrified because of his face. And then he puts back on the mask. Next time. And he said, then Izuku says, next time, next time make sure what you're talking about is true. Instead of just being an asshole. And he just sits down looking pretty much like a complete jackass. And President Mark says, thank you, purple-haired boy. And he continues talking about the 0 pointer, saying it's an obstacle, just avoid it at all costs. Yeah, I think this one's going to be an hour long, because it's, sorry. I was going to try to keep it shorter, but whatever. Okay, and the thing starts, he starts counting down, but as soon as that door opens, Izuku starts running, and then someone says he's cheating, and then Mark says there's no countdown in a real battle. You should be following him. Go, go, go. And Izuku just starts ripping apart Izuku had his Ennard, or whatever he called it, Ennard, because it was his innard, or it was basically his innards. It was a joke, but he registered it because he had to, and he told Ennard to come out and had Enter to come out and help him fight. And everyone freaked out when they saw it happen. And he racked up a lot of points. I'm not going to say how much. Let's just say he got the most out of everyone in the entire testing of UA. And it was a new record, beating All Might's record. And then, of course, the 0 pointer comes in. But Izuku, before the 0 pointer comes in, told Enter to get back in him. So yeah, and Izuku heard it and ran towards it because he heard someone scream for help. He saw that it was a girl underneath rubble. Izuku made the rope it entered for a situation where he had to use a lot, he would need a lot of strength. So he built Ennard very efficiently, and so it could be limited for when he needed it. So he used it at max capacity and ended up stopping the foot from crushing Raka. Like I said, there's going to be no shits to suggest how it goes. He holds it up, and Robot lifts its foot back up, and quickly Zuko had Ennard step out, so Ennard could hold up the foot, while Zuko, with his the exoskeleton he still had in it, He lifted off the rubble off of Raka and asked if she was alright. And she said she think she twisted her ankle. Izuku said stay right there, as actually he moved her and said, try and get as far away as possible. And finding a piece of rubble just big enough to use, that was light and big enough to use as a walking stick for her. And told her to get as far away as possible. And when she was far enough away, Izuku told Ennard to push up the robot a little more, like to pull it off balance a little. It did put off the robot off balance, 0 point off the balance, and then he had Ennard getting back inside of him. So, and then he started using Ennard so he could climb up the robot, and he dug in through he dug in through it and tore it apart from the inside, and it just started sparking, and kaboom, everyone thought he was dead. It barely went, it went kaboom just enough to kapooey all the circuits. It didn't make anything fly too far. So no one really got hurt from the robot flying off of the robot. But Izuku wasn't dead at all. He climbed out of the robot, clawing his way out. Getting out because he made Ennard so he could scratch through. So when he needed to, he could puncture holes through something and use it to climb. But yeah, Izuku crawled out pretty much unharmed. Still with the mask on. And and then he was finished. It finished, and blah blah that. Later on, he got a mail, and it was him getting accepted into UA Class 1A. And I guess I'll leave this off for this video. I'll leave it off right here. So, yep. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a good day, night, whatever time you watch this. Just have a good time. Yay.